This is your Hdsr Sports Report, the Victor Valley's only weekly action highlights sports program, covering our area's schools, teams, athletes, and sporting events. Arnett Gonzalez smacks a two-run home run that propels Victor Valley College to a mercy rule victory over Mount San Jacinto. The Lady Rams handing first place Mount San Jac their first conference loss of the season.
This victory is actually really big because they haven't lost yet and we just mercied them. And they were a really good team.
The home run is the crowning blow in the Lady Rams' 6-run fourth inning that ended with VVC leading 12-3, requiring Mount San Jacinto to score 2 runs in the top of the 5th to avoid being mercy ruled. Michaela Cuellar drives in Becca Godwin with the first run in this decisive 4th inning. Hope Merrill's base hit sends Haley Stanislavski across, followed by Michaela Cuellar, making it 9-3. 2 hits and 3 RBIs this game for the freshman and former Sultana, Lady Sultan. Chloe Bledsoe follows, driving the 0-1 pitch into the gap in left center. Hope Merrill scores from first, and Chloe Bledsoe pulls up at second. Team high 27th run driven in for the freshman from Barstow. Arnett Gonzalez pounds the first pitch she sees in this at-bat over the left field fence.
Arnett, describe what just happened on that one?
On my first swing over the pitching change, I hit a home run, my first home run of the season.
13th and 14th RBIs for the first-year Lady Ram, who had 4 home runs her senior season, a Lady Scorpion at Hesperia. The team's biggest victory of the season comes in the second game of a doubleheader, a game that opens with the Lady Rams exploding for 6 runs in the first inning. Rebecca Godwin leads off the game with a stand-up double. The sophomore out of Granite Hills, a .362 hitter, will score her team-high 30th run when Haley Stanislavski delivers back-to-back extra base hits. Haley Stanislavski, a first-year Lady Ram out of Silverado, is hitting .583 in conference games with 19 runs driven in on the year. Brooke Miller gets in front of the 1-1 pitch and pulls it down the left field line, driving in Haley Stanislavski and Michaela Cuellar.
Get there! Get there!
16th RBI for the Barstow freshman, who is hitting .426. The Mount San Jacinto pitcher can't handle the Hope Merrill comebacker, and Brooke Miller scores the 4th run of the inning. Hope Merrill will advance to second on a pitch to the backstop. Chloe Bledsoe, the team's RBI leader on the year, rips the 3-1 pitch up the middle, scoring Hope Merrill from second. Chloe Bledsoe advances to second on an infield groundout, the first out of the inning. Ashley Arouse flares the fly ball to right, which is caught, but the throwing error sends Chloe Bledsoe around third and heading for home. She scores the hard way, evading the tag, and the throw at the plate is dropped, and the Lady Rams have dropped 6 runs on the visitors, demonstrating their determination to rebound from a one-sided loss in the first game of the Twin Bill. Amaya Zeldavar registers the complete game win in Game 2. The sophomore from Baldwin Park strikes out 3 in the 5 innings of superlative work. A pitcher's confidence escalates when you're pitching with a 5-run lead. Amaya Zeldavar holds the high-scoring Lady Eagles to single runs in the first, second, and 4th innings. It helps when your defense makes plays like this. Chloe Bledsoe tags the runner off third after catching the line drive for a double play. Amaya Zeldavar retires the middle of the Mount San Jacinto batting order in the 5th to secure the win. The Lady Rams third in 7 conference contests. First game highlights include solid defensive work by Hope Merrill behind the plate We see her throwing out would-be base stealers at third and at second. Left fielder Ashley Arouse runs down this deep drive toward the fence to end this inning. Ashley Arouse is a first-year Lady Ram and former Serrano Lady Diamondback. Offensive highlights: Brooke Miller drives in Michaela Cuellar with the stand-up double, 3 hits and 3 runs driven in on the day for Brooke Miller. Chloe Bledsoe drives in Brooke Miller with the single up the middle. We asked the first-year Lady Ram to compare collegiate ball to playing on the high school level.
Honestly, I feel that there's not a big pitching difference. I feel like it's the same girls from high school and from college, but I do feel that you do have to place it in the gaps because the girls do have very much different range here, and you can't just go up there swinging. You have to really think about the game.
What about off the field atmosphere?
I feel that for some people it's harder, but for me personally, I like that you can really plan out your own schedule, especially because I do online classes. You don't have to be at school all day worrying, oh, I have a game at the end of the day, being tired. You get to wake up, you get to get ready, peacefully get in the right mindset, and just play your game.
Same questions for this Lady Rams sophomore.
Michaela, you've got 2 years of collegiate experience. How would you describe the biggest difference between high school softball and college softball?
I would say it's for the purest reasons in college. It's just because you love the sport. High school can be seen as more fun and like let loose. College is very fun but very strict, and you do it solely because like you love the game.
And a lot greater frequency. You have more games in college per week oftentimes than in high school. Does that add pressure to you, or as you said, you love the game, you enjoy that aspect?
I do enjoy that aspect. I think the more games you play, the more fun it gets, the more you see how much you're progressing during practice, and all your experience leading up to college has really gotten you and how far you're going to go.
What about the off-field experience and atmosphere? How does it differ? Some players are away from home and far different atmosphere.
Yeah, I've been away from home since I graduated, and I think it's very good to learn to be independent, but then also keeping the childlike spirit when you're playing the game. So it you have that dynamic of being a woman, an adult, and getting out of the house, but then also playing on the field and doing what you've done since you were a child.
Bitfast and Last is sold on showcasing Victor Valley College Lady Rams softball action highlights and sound bites, fire trucks, ambulances, heavy-duty trucks, vehicles, sports apparel, and antiques are among Bitfast and Last inventory going to the highest bidder live April 2nd at bidfastandlast.com. You can bid virtual live online on firearms, vehicles, electric bicycles, collectibles, fine jewelry, coins, antiques, classic cars, and more at bidfastandlast.com.
Tires, start fires, kick ass, take names, and rock and roll.
Your way, Internet.
Congratulations on your first win.
Your High Desert Sports Report is brought to you by Down Home Grill in Victorville on the corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Road. Bitfast and Last, sold on supporting High Desert Sports. The Bradco Companies, supporting all of the teams and sports programs throughout the Mojave River Valley. Iwanzak Law Firm, trial lawyers for serious problems. Valu Quality Truck Body. Valu manufactures state-of-the-art truck bodies for the construction industry nationwide. We Got 'em Tees, your headquarters for custom screen printing and mastercraft embroidery design. And by the Holiday Inn in Victorville. The Holiday Inn, conference and convention center for the High Desert. The Holiday Inn, supporting the teams, schools, and sports programs throughout the Victor Valley. Mojave River League Baseball. Sultana sailed through the first round of the MRL schedule unbeaten, and the Sultans are raring to launch the second half of league games with a pair of pivotal games against Oak Hills next. Opposing pitchers facing Coach Dave Booth's power-packed offense must run the Gamez brothers' gauntlet. Alex, his career batting average, .404. And younger brother Isaac's .442 batting average leads the team. And they are surrounded by a bevy of hot hitters, beginning with leadoff hitter Brady Sappington, a .393 hitter who leads the team in stolen bases. He has a pair of home runs and the second highest on-base percentage on the team. Other major components of the offensive engine, Braden Booth, a .395 hitting senior who has 13 RBIs this year. Eric Ruiz led the league in home runs last season, a career .410 hitter. Eric Ruiz is hitting .326 with a team-high 16 runs driven in this year. This is L.J. Barrigo, the undisputed engineer of the Sultana Express. .418 batting average, highest on base percentage, team high 3 home runs, most runs scored. Those are offensive highlights. L.J. Barrigo has a 1.21 earned run average, lowest on the team, 49 strikeouts in 34 innings. This is his junior season. While Sultana's lead is impressive and substantial, this is still a 4-team race, especially in view of Sultana and Oak Hills going at it twice in the week ahead. Bo Lloyd and Isaiah Reverend homered in Apple Valley's 9-3 victory over Oak Hills, a win that flipped the Sun Devils' fortunes, throwing them and the Bulldogs even 3 games out of first. Hesperia got stung by Serrano, a 6-3 setback that kept the Scorpions out of a 3-way log jam in second place. Junior Michael Delgado, Serrano's pitcher, who beat the Scorpions. We Got 'em Tees brings you this Mojave River League Baseball updated report, action highlights, results, standings, and schedules. Book now at We Got 'em Tees to take advantage of the free additional patch with the purchase of any jacket package. We Got 'em Tees, your headquarters for custom screen printing and mastercraft embroidery designs. 2 locations, Apple Valley and Upland. Oh yeah, We Got 'em Tees. Victor Valley College flashbacks. Josh Gooding and Kyle Callahan power the 2017 battering Rams to the top of the state in hitting. Johnny Castaneda leads the state in stolen bases in 2019 and leads the Rams to a sweep of Antelope Valley College on this date in Hdsr sports history. Victor Valley College slugger Kyle Callahan has the highest batting average in the state. Callahan's 11 home runs and 38 RBIs, most among Southern California Community College hitters. Coach Irvin Bounds' Rams remain among the top hitting teams in the state. Kyle Callahan and fellow sophomore Josh Gooding are the top 2 run producers in the Western State East Conference. When the Rams host Citrus this overcast and windy Thursday, Victor Valley College battles the visiting Owls down to the wire. But the winds of fate do not blow the Rams' way. It is the little things, the short game in more than one way, offensively and defensively, that make one wonder if things ever will go the Rams' way in close games this season. The sharp single into center field off the bat of Luis Perea is fielded on one hop by Jacob Gafford, whose one hop throw to catcher Jordan Ashe arrives just ahead of Brandon Johnson. Paul Brown follows with the base hit to right, Jared Hudson Bell to second. 2 on, 2 out, with the top of the lineup coming up. Josh Gooding draws a base on balls to load the bases. Brandon Johnson's high chopper over the pitcher's mound is fielded, then bobbled by the Owls' second sacker. That enables Jared Hudson Bell to cross the plate, his 10th run scored of the season. Bases are loaded for the top home run hitter among Southern California Community College hitters. In fact, Kyle Callahan has the top batting average in the state coming in. Callahan leads the Southland in runs driven in. The Rams' slugging sophomore does not disappoint. Kyle Callahan works a full count, then drives the 3-2 pitch far beyond the left field fence.
home run number 11 on the year, his second in 2 straight games against the Owls. Paul Brown, Josh Gooding, and Brandon Johnson score ahead of Callahan, RBIs 35, 36, 37, and 38 on the year for the former Oak Hills Bulldog. The battering Rams have jumped ahead of the Owls 5-0. The Owls break into the scoring column in the 4th. Jesse Villalobos drives the base hit through the infield, driving in 2 and tying the score at 5. Owls base runner on 3rd, 1 out. The suicide squeeze is called for. Jonathan Meza fails to field the bunt cleanly. Kiyoshuki Oshimaru slides across the plate with the go-ahead run. Jared Hudson Bell, the tying run on 2nd. Brandon Johnson at the plate in this fateful 8th. Brandon Johnson laces the first pitch he sees into left. The tying run will score, but not for another twist of fate. The Rams' lead base runner loses his footing, scrambles back to his feet, but it's too late. He is thrown out at the plate. Unbelievable. But that's really where the story of this game ends. The final score, Citrus 6, Rams 5. Rams wind up suffering their second one-run setback in their last 3 home games.
Victor Valley College wins the 3-game series against Antelope Valley with home field victories. The 3rd game of this series sees the Rams come from behind twice, early and late in the game. The Rams come out with a 5-run first to overcome a 3-run deficit in the concluding contest, the first Saturday in April. The formula for offensive success, much the same as it had been in the 8-3 victory 4 days earlier. Aggressive base running, timely hitting, and a genuine team effort in the run production department. 3 bottom half of the lineup batters with 2 RBI games in the 11-10 3rd game conquest. Hunter Santos, this RBI early. Hunter Santos' home run in the 8th will put the Rams up 9-7. Coach Irvin Bound's pitching rotation closely paralleling the earlier in the week pattern, with Ty Tracy starting the Saturday contest to be followed by Ryan Peck, the Tuesday starter. Ty Tracy, the former Oak Hills Bulldog, 9th appearance, his 5th start. He works into the 5th, striking out 6. 34 strikeouts in 43 innings on the year for the first-year Ram. The Marauders' 4-run 5th chases Ty Tracy. Antelope Valley's rally enables them to get back in the game, and in fact, an added run in the 7th and 2 more in the 8th give the visitors a 10-9 lead. That sets the stage for another Sergio Rojas late-inning clutch extra base hit of the game-winning variety. His triple in the bottom of the 8th scores Johnny Castaneda with the tying run. Then Sergio Rojas scores the game winner on a Marauders throwing error. Sergio Rojas, the hottest of the Rams hitters over the past 2 weeks. His 6-game hitting streak shows 9 hits in 21 at-bats, a .440 average, raising his season average to a team-high .328. Right behind in the hot hitting category, Angel Cano. 3 hits in the Saturday win over the Marauders bring his batting average up to .327. This Victor Valley College Sports Report is presented by the Bradco Companies, Joseph W. Brady's Bradco Companies, the High Desert Mojave River Valley's longest-standing full-service commercial brokerage firm. Bradco, ardent supporters of the team's athletes and sports programs at Victor Valley College. Apple Valley extended highlights from the Sun Devils' 35-0 win at Hesperia start off with the offense. Jaden Denegal has his most productive passing game of the season in terms of yardage, 337 yards on 25 completions. Contributing greatly to the yardage total, receivers' yards after catch. Marquise Cato, 7 yards after making the catch and breaking from initial contact.
The 5'9", 160-pound senior co-captain and two-way starter, Marquise Cato, has 5 receptions this day for 55 yards. Here's an outstanding example of yards after catch. Jacob Soria eluding one downfield tackler and staying in bounds, carrying tacklers with him on this 29-yard gain. Jacob Soria, 5 catches this day for 73 yards. The 6', 200-pound senior co-captain alongside center Ty Johnson, 6'5", 280-pound junior. Very next play, Ethan Peratt, refusing to be taken down 7 yards after making the catch. Ethan Peratt, 6', 190-pound senior co-captain and two-way starter. Jaden Denigle's 3 touchdown passes this game to 3 other receivers. Sean Owens capping the drive we've been watching. The 7-yard strike in the end zone. Sean Owens, 6', 175-pound senior. Jaden Denigle's first TD pass of the day caught by Logan Moon from 4 yards out. Logan Moon, 6', 175-pound junior. And the longest, the 64-yarder to a wide-open Isaiah Ojeda, 6'2", 170-pound sophomore. That touchdown put the Sun Devils up 21-0 at the half. Yet the most impressive touchdown of the day for Jaden Denigle may well come on the designed pass play on which he does not throw the ball.
All my I had one receiver open, I seen him late, and they all dropped, so I just ran in, and dude put his head down, we just got in the end zone.
But for all the fame and glory the Sun Devils offense creates, the team's greater strength comes on the other side of the ball. Take it from this two-way starter.
Ethan, what's the strength of this Sun Devils team this year?
Definitely the defense and leadership that we have throughout our defense. We fly around and play violent football. I think that's definitely our strength, and our offense builds around that, which is great.
This all-league offensive lineman concurs.
No, I'd probably have to say our defense. Our defense provides a lot of our points on the scoreboard. Our number 7, Marquise Cato.
Marquise, what's the strength of the Sun Devils team this year?
I think our biggest strength this year would be our defense. We just kind of flying around this year. Our mentality is just kind of be the best to ever do it, not give up too many points.
The defense, in fact, did not give up much of anything this day, restricting the Scorpions to minus 13 yards total offense. Brandon Pedroza, the sack here. Brandon Pedroza is 6'3", 220, a senior. Dustin Reynolds, number 4, leads the team with 11 tackles this day, 3 solo and 3 sacks for the 6'2", 208-pound sophomore linebacker. In on this tackle, number 48, Hira Lupipatella, 6'3", 280, a sophomore. It has to be a little scary for Apple Valley opponents thinking of next season. Hard-hitting tacklers include many underclassmen. 10 is Gavin Hambrick, 6'2", 220-pound junior, 8 tackles this game. 14 is Keenan Eck, 6'3", 192, a junior. Nathaniel Downing, the blitzing, blistering tackle for a loss for the 6'1", 187-pound junior free safety. Coach Kyle Godfrey acknowledges the superb play of his defense in post-game remarks.
It was a victory. It was something that we needed. The defense played a hell of a game. They came out and absolutely controlled their offense, absolutely controlled the game, and that was something we need. Offensively, as a whole team, I thought we played well. We just had some individual mistakes that we need to fix. Some just mistakes that aren't Apple Valley High School football that we need to fix, and we'll definitely get that done this week, and then get ready for next week for the league championship. So we'll see what happens.
The Sun Devils' offense is packed with outstanding underclassmen, too. Jaden Denigle, a junior. Caleb Most, the receiver here, is the team's leading ball carrier on the year. Caleb Most, 5'11", 180, a junior. Caleb Most follows blockers that include number 79, 6'6.5", 330-pound sophomore Raymond Polito. Most scoring the first touchdown against Hesperia. He carries for 103 yards this game. We showed earlier Ty Johnson, the 6'5", 280-pound center. He's a junior. We showcase some of Hesperia's leading playmakers 3 is Adam Rodriguez leading the tacklers here with fellow junior Aiden Lopez, 35. They are Coach Casey Goodnow's tackles leaders on the season. This is a big play defensively in the early going against Apple Valley. Aiden Lopez on 4th and a yard to go for a first down. The stop at the line of scrimmage. The Scorpions taking over on downs. Jesus Arias lifts the excellent punt that is mishandled by the Sun Devils kick returner, and it is Anthony Bowen pouncing on the ball, giving the Scorpions possession in the red zone late in the game. Sophomore quarterback Josh Smith turned in an admirable performance, coming off the bench replacing Mario Larios when the senior signal caller is sidelined with a shoulder separation. Hesperia's workhorse offensively is Edward Adams, who will be expected to carry the load when the Scorpions go up against Silverado next. Bid Fast and Last is sold on presenting these high school football highlights. Bid Fast and Last is a federally licensed firearms dealer and a licensed, bonded, and insured auto dealer. You can bid virtual live online on firearms, vehicles, electric bicycles, collectibles, fine jewelry, coins, antiques, classic cars, and more at bidfastandlast.com.
Start fires, kick ass, take names, and rock and roll.
Your way, Internet.
A young Phelan boxer and 2 Victor Valley College wrestlers lead the list of headline makers on this date seasons past. This is Maya Hernandez of Phelan. She is the 125-pound USA National Boxing Champion. The 2022 title is the 4th for the 16-year-old Maya Maggie May Hernandez, who boxes out of the Oak Hills Boxing Club and is trained and coached by her father. Her goal is to compete in the 2024 Summer Olympic Games in Paris. These 2 Victor Valley College wrestlers earned All-American honors. Jesus Gutierrez advanced to the state finals after winning in double overtime against the number 1 ranked wrestler in the 165-pound class. Jesus Gutierrez is a sophomore of former Victor Valley High School Jackrabbit. Blade Owens advanced to the quarterfinals in the state championship meet. Blade Owens is a 125-pound freshman from Apple Valley. Victor Valley College basketball teams are coming off a successful run the first 2 weeks of December. The Lady Rams have won 4 in a row, led by Jordan Brooks, who continues to be among the top scorers in the state. The 6'3" sophomore had 34-point and 35-point wins over Santa Barbara and Antelope Valley. Mania Willingham brought a 30-point game in VVC's 101-66 win against Reedley and followed with 20 points in the 81-69 victory over Antelope Valley. Coach Prentice Harris's Rams have won 4 of their last 6. Blake Goodrow is the Rams' leading scorer, averaging 14 points a game. Blake Goodrow, a sophomore and former Hesperia Scorpion, has the team's best free throw percentage, 80%. Fellow sophomore Josh Ryan follows in points per game, averaging 13 points. Josh Ryan is shooting 44% from the floor, including 42% from three-point range.
Congratulations on your first win. Your High Desert Sports Report is brought to you by Down Home Grill in Victorville on the corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Road. Bid Fast and Last, sold on supporting High Desert Sports. The Bradco Companies, supporting all of the teams and sports programs throughout the Mojave River Valley. Iwanzak Law Firm, trial lawyers for serious problems. Valu Quality Truck Body. Valu manufactures state-of-the-art truck bodies for the construction industry nationwide. We Got 'em Tees, your headquarters for custom screen printing and mastercraft embroidery design. And by the Holiday Inn in Victorville. The Holiday Inn, Conference and Convention Center for the High Desert. The Holiday Inn, supporting the teams, schools, and sports programs throughout the Victor Valley. That will wrap it up on this edition of your High Desert Sports Report. On behalf of Victor Valley TV and Video Sports Productions, thank you for watching. We hope you can be with us again next time around.